Have you ever wondered why people tend to avoid you after they've wronged you? It's not because you deserved the mistreatment. It's because they are desperately trying to construct a delusion, shielding themselves from the guilt of their own actions. But consider this. How would you feel intentionally hurting the innocent soul of someone that you know has done nothing but deliver you love wholeheartedly? Facing the weight of such guilt becomes unbearable. However, if they paint you as the villain, and as though you're the crazy, the person that needs help, or a heartless figure inflicting that kind of pain, instead it just becomes easier for them to justify their actions, painting you in an image that makes them lighter. They conveniently forget the kindness that you've only portrayed, only to magnify every mistake that you've ever made. They transform everything that you've ever done into the quote-unquote bad guy, because it provides them with the false sense of relief, allowing them to feel sidestepped and accountability, or to sidestep their own accountability. Their immaturity shines through as they crafted a twisted narrative about who you are and the way you treated them. By discrediting your positive contributions and focusing solely on your perceived shortcomings, they attempt to absolve themselves of any responsibility whatsoever. To maintain this illusion, they go to great lengths, blocking you at times, telling you they're going to change their number, relocating, altering their social circles or their way in the social circles that they're in. It's a futile effort to starve you off of any chance to debunk their delusion, because deep down, they know you would. They know you could. And they know you otherwise are. They're fully aware that the fabricated story isn't true. Ironically, in their attempt to avoid any accountability, they believe they are winning and gaining power. Little do they realize that instead of doing any of that, they're burning bridges they know that they long abandoned when they first discovered sex with each other. These two individuals become trapped in a toxic cycle, evading the consequences of their own actions while actively sabotaging any positive aspect of your life. Their constant anxiety and depression stem from their own torment of their own subconscious, haunted by the havoc that they've wreaked on in your life. But one day, the running will cease, and they'll be forced to confront the truth. Unfortunately, by then, it may be too late to repair the damage. In reality, there might not be anything to fix it, because a person who engages in such deceptive behavior can never truly appreciate that kind of genuine value and foundation that you've provided them brick by brick. So while they were tearing down your wall, you kept putting it up and putting it up and putting it up. That's how gaslighting feels. Constantly manipulating your things, your world around you in such a way it's noticeable to you, and it's noticeable in such a way that tells you something. And it can be any one of many things that it tells you. But if you pay attention to those little small things, and they become bigger and bigger things, and they become a bigger and bigger deal to you, and then with where you'd go, with how you'd lie, or with how they would lie, or escape at times. They're not partakers to any duty, to any kind of heart work that you have. So I just want people to be aware of these things, because I want people to go back to that time in their lives when they didn't have all of that murkiness. I believe that the world has definitely affirmed that into people's lives, and if it hasn't, God bless you, and I hope that you thrive in every single way, and I hope that your love as a dove flies highly and soars as high as it can, and stays as cleanly and neat and white, bright as you can possibly be. From the ashes of deception he birches a phoenix, feathers woven in threads of discovery. No more tricks, they thought you could silence your melody, but your song echoes through eternity in the symphony of resilience, and every single note is a victory, a cadence of courage, and an ode to history. In the foundation that they tried to crumble, it still stands tall, unbroken, unyielding, built by your hands, unbroken and unyielding, rising from the ashes, and you're reclaiming your name. No more hiding, no more shame, no more guilt. In this symphony of resilience, a power refrain, in the orchestra of healing, you break those chains. Because their delusion was all just a masquerade, a feeble disguise, but brilliance shines through, unveiling those lies. You're the conductor of your own fate, this time composing the masterpiece that got left at the gate. Let that music on your soul, drawn out their deceit, in a symphony of resilience, find your own heartbeat. Change the cities, yeah, changing numbers and blocking you all the time, yeah. Change it all, and I think you should just move, man. But the melody of your spirit, they can't install. Rising from the ashes, you reclaim your name. No more hiding, no more guilt, no more shame. In the symphony of resilience, a powerful refrain, in the orchestra of healing, I'll break those chains. So for now, as the symphony of resilience plays on and on and on and on, you know what you've forgotten, but you're not gone. From the ruins of betrayal you rise up, a brilliant crescendo, reaching them skies in the grand finale. Let your heart speak, for in every note, let that spirit strengthen in its peaks, valleys down below, let them rise up in the symphony of resilience, in an eternal song. In the melody, you forever belong. You forever belong. Here my HEARTWERKS value, a commitment so strong, so true, an authentic engagement so equitable and true. You know it's true, trust me, after I get this thing built, it's gonna be so powerful. From the ground up, brick by brick, I'm building this thing thick, strong and true, standing into the skies, tall and true. You know it's true, you know it's gonna be in you. My HEARTWERKS value is not meant to be taken lightly. Wants true hearts connections. Shadows of despair, where love is turned into dust. HEARTWERKS is calling a lifeline of trust. Don't let that pain consume you. Don't let it win. In the HEARTWERK, let the movement of a new life begin. In the darkness that surrounds you, but you're not alone, man. HEARTWERKS whispers a light yet unknown. From the edge you peer, a precipice of art. Challenge your soul and create a HEARTWERKS work of your piece of your heart. And rise up again with HEARTWERKS. Let that pain subside. In the symphony of your love, let your heart be your guide. Through that canvas of your anguish, paint your new starts. HEARTWERKS calls you to create a masterpiece of that heart, broken right from the start. In that turmoil of emotions, where suicide may seem like it's the key, HEARTWERK echoes you're stronger than you believe to be. The toxic cycle shatters as you pick up the pen, and you write a HEARTWERKS poem to let that healing begin again and again. Every day, no more running, no more lies. HEARTWERK values where love never dies. In the music of your pain, you find a brand new part of yourself. You compose a HEARTWERKS melody to mend your broken heart. Rise again and again with HEARTWERKS, let that pain subside. In the HEARTWERKS symphony of love, let your heart be your only guide. Through that heart canvas of the anguish that's left inside of your heart, paint that new start. HEARTWERK calls you to be. Create that masterpiece. From the ruins where a phoenix ascends, HEARTWERKers transcends as warriors where healing blends. Poetry of scars, words of wisdom, song and devotion. Finding that missing part, write a HEARTWERKS anthem with me. A song of revival, a song of a revived heart. They thought you were defeated, but just because they left you bleeding in your chest, refrain doesn't mean that you're alone, and it doesn't mean that you're defeated. You're not defeated. You're just a strength, a beacon, and a light that they couldn't encompass within their own heart. And just because that they couldn't doesn't mean that you don't. You continue to encompass that heart of yours. You got a heart of gold. So use it. This is a HEARTWERK anthem. Heart of the city, surrender, where the streets got stories to tell. Friends and families sharing in all of their glories, belonging to a circle where love is the key now. They won't be stealing from their grandma, their full family tree, every imperfection and scar they wear. But this haven where they belong, no one would dare to betray the bonds and ties that bind. Choose that beacon of hope and be that light. Leave that darkness behind you. HEARTWERKS the anthem, a symphony of my love, spreading like a plague from the skies wild above. Choosing to be brave in the dark will roam. In this HEARTWERKS anthem, you're never alone. Some people out there stealing from kin after kin just to get their own blood soaked in sin. But here we stand strong in a brotherhood, not perfect, but authentic, creating daily for the Lord to better our own lives. For in these streets where the pain parades gaily, gately fading, fighting tooth and nail for the war of our soul. On our minds, our hearts are gold, choosing love over drugs, making broken spirits whole, investments with the Lord. In the ultimate score, HEARTWERKS warriors fighting hardcore, HEARTWERK warriors in the anthem of a symphony of love, spreading like a plague from the skies above down to the earth. Spread it wide across this earth. Choose to be brave in the dark, so the storm will roam in the world of HEARTWERKS. You'll
Feel that authenticity in every flawed note. A daily creation, a rhythm we devote our time, walking through the essence of that darkness and bringing back that life and that light for every lost soul. We'll fight that good fight, bringing that light of Jesus back into their lives. Yeah, understand the war that they've been played with all of their lives, but what it's for when every battle deprives us. A call to break those chains and get off those drugs. It's not a choice to rise as the Lord tugs. Invest in love, the streets and pain and the sorrows. HEARTWERKS project, there's a new tomorrow. Be stronger than today, a warrior of grace in this world of HEARTWERKS. Find your place. HEARTWERKS anthem, a symphony of love, spreading like a plague from those skies above. Choosing to be brave in the darkness will roam. In this world of HEARTWERKS, you're never all alone. Feel my HEARTWERKS come to life now. In the streets and struggles of that strife, be that beacon of light Jesus called you to be. Choose that path you chart for the whole world to see your HEARTWERKS. And feel that love in every single heartbeat.
Rising above the shadows, as in the shadows of life, I found myself standing at a crossroads, a moment where the depths of emotion collided with the choices that we make, shaping the narrative of our existence. It's a story of love, loyalty, and the relentless pursuit of doing what's right. There was a time when I stood face to face with that adversity, confronting a force that threatened to unravel the very fabric of our world. Her world especially. It wasn't about defending a lifestyle or an investment at all. It was about safeguarding a heart, a promise made in the sanctity of a shared pact that we had made together. Love, the force that propels us beyond the boundaries of our comfort zones at times. In the pursuit of protecting someone dear, I stepped into the battlefield where the emotions clashed and the stakes were higher than ever. A moment where the gravity of love compelled me to face down those threats, to stand tall against the looming darkness that was stepped up within. And yet the battleground expanded, not only against external threats, but within the inner sanctum of my trust. A friend, a supposed ally, casting shadows upon the foundation of our loyalty, trust, and devotion, and our vows, not to mention our pact. The wounds ran so deep, slicing through the very essence of my core, of the kind of camaraderie that I was looking for. To discover this person who claims prowess in one domain lacks integrity to uphold the bonds of brotherhood, the brotherhood of man, telling another man, back off. It's a revelation that cut through my heart, a betrayal that reverberates in the silences between the words I'm speaking here. The pain is profound, like a relentless storm that refuses to abate. But here I stand, weathered and torn, rising above the shadows that sought to drown me, that sought to absolutely kill me. So in this journey where emotions intertwine with the complexities of human connections, I've learned that strength isn't just physical, it's the fortitude to withstand that emotional tempest's trial they're trying to set upon you to get you to fail, leaving you frail, leaving you broken, leaving you on the brink. The realization that the true masculinity here isn't about conquering others, but about conquering the shadows that we face within. So as the echoes of the emotional pain resonate within, I choose not to be defined by the actions of these others. I rise above the draining currents, embracing the thinness of my resilience as a testament to my own endurance. In the face of this emotional turmoil, I find solace in the unwavering commitment to love and that belief that ultimately the light of that love prevails over all of the darkness that stepped up within and could even take it upon itself to go into that place and go into that place wholeheartedly, not thinking about your own friend, your own supposed ally. So, friend or no friend, this is not just a speech, it's a declaration of strength and an ode to the resilience that reminds us that no matter the emotional storms we face, the core of who we are is to remain unshaken, unbreakable in the face of that kind of adversity that threatens not only our love, but our hearts and our livelihoods that we're trying to take up into this life of ours. So until next time, God bless and stay safe. Because yes, your relationships are supposed to mean more than that. And the people that claim they love you and are there for you are supposed to do more than just encompass a whole relationship with you and encompass a whole relationship with your own girl behind your back, or to continue to doing something that you know is gonna completely mess up somebody's heart in that way, and you're gonna continue to do that. Sometimes I guess you just have to take a step back and say, okay. Anyway, I hope this resonates with somebody out there, and if you like my message here, please feel free to subscribe, hit the notifications bell for more in the future, and I hope you subscribe and share my content with others who might need it. Thank you.